They've assembled the Degen All-Stars. Their organization is baffling.
All right. Week 2 of the fucking Degenerates podcast. Oh, there goes Ryan losing his lights. That's a hot start for the boys. You can tell we came in prepared. Yeah, so it's GlizzyGoblin here. I'm here with Kuzvechkinov, also known as Vrana to his friends and family. It's been an interesting 2 weeks thus far. A lot of fucking losers, including you. Speaking of which, let's just lead off with one of my favorite viral clips.
Dude, no way, man. Come on. No fucking way, dude.
Oh, if you couldn't hear that.
What happened there, Chuck?
That's a what was that, 4-2 lead for Chicago in week 1 of the season. And unfortunately for them, about a minute 20. Then it was 4-3 with about 20 seconds left. This is week 1. Chicago thinks they have the upper hand on the indomitable Arizona Coyotes.
3-0 lead to start the game.
Yes, right on in the first period. And you guys came out, you battled, and 20 seconds left, you absolutely took your pants down. You bent over. You shit yourself. Then you slid in the shit. And then and then you watched as we skated by you and just dunked on your goalie 2 times to win. How did that feel? Let me get a first-hand experience.
No way, dude. No, I'm just kidding. No, dude, it was. So here's.
I'm a choke. Oh my god.
Here's the thing. Actually, this is perfect.
We're starting off rough.
So the right D that was on the ice, not naming Steele's name. The right D that was on the ice, bro. He fucking no. The only reason, look, I'm not a toxic person, okay? I'm not. But toxic? All right. Anyway, but so I'll tell you why I'm going to be in a second. So he just steps up twice, gets beat at the blue line like a stepchild, and just two ridiculous goals.
I hate to see that.
So tonight we finished our Caps gaming series. I get an invite from Shadow.
After you got absolutely spanked by Composure. Let's make sure that's included.
Side note, went down 0-2, pushed him to game 5. And, we were throwing body blows. We stayed in the fight, but we couldn't get the
That's like going to the casino, losing 200, winning 220s, and then losing another 700.
No. All right, you know what? You're right. Anyway, so my GM, Shadow, invites me to a party.
Yeah.
And he goes, bro, Steele's got to go. I was like, why? What happened? He was like, we were telling him to trap, and he got really defensive and was like, yeah, it's all Yellow's fault. It's all Yellow's fault. He started diving around on the ice, apparently.
See, and you guys might think that this is, a little bit insider trading news, but if you just look at main chat, poor kid got fried hard. I'm talking fucking overburnt crispy eggs on the fryer. Nobody's in the fucking Waffle House, just toasted by his own partner. So that's tough. So nothing new here.
I joined the party and they both were like, dude, he's gotta go. Like, just being toxic. You're all shit. Why are you blaming me? And I was like, you know what? I have no interest in dealing with this. No. And so wow, that was a long time talking about that horrific game. So
yeah, that's tough.
Wasn't fun.
No,
but we got a good clip out of it, so you're welcome.
We got a great clip. That's gonna be I'm gonna show that at my wedding, I think.
I'm gonna be at your wedding. I'll just do it.
Probably. Yeah, everyone from IOHL, you're invited to my wedding. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I'll see you there.
Yep.
Yeah. Except fucking half the kids there will be fucking high as shit, but
I'm gonna be fucking.
I'm gonna have to get extra wide doors for fucking Spinelli to come in.
Can you see people by RP?
Yeah, if you got low RP, you got to sit in the back. You don't even get ice water. You get tap, bud.
If you have 31,000 plus RP, you sit at the family table.
Yeah, you get the fucking Dom Perignon champagne.
Oh god, I hate this community so much.
We got 2 guests coming in, some surprise guests. But before we do that, just kind of recap how'd the last week go for your guys and for the league, in your opinion. Any surprises? Any
like my team or just overall?
Anybody. If you can talk on your team. Anybody you thought had a good week, bad week.
I'm sure we're gonna touch on the Avalanche. So you
Yep.
know
We'll leave them
cross
off
that
for a
bridge.
minute.
I don't know. Not many teams. I mean, everyone's kind of playing the way I thought they would. You know, there's just a couple good teams and a couple not good teams, and you know, and then there's some guys in the middle. You guys are a good team. You know, Ottawa is Ottawa, like in the real NHL, so they're doing their thing. But you know,
only Arizona can build a team as well as I did. They'd be something else.
But you know, I mean, not really anything too crazy. But
I agree with you. A lot of teams just kind of stayed along the lines. I mean, I think we finished last week 5-1-2. We had like 2 fucking overtime losses and then followed those games up with spanking your team 8-0. And then spanking Montreal 12-0. I don't want to take the blame if they fold. We might have caused it. It might have been other factors, but we spanking them 12-0 might have put the cherry on top of that fucking cake.
We were 500,
right.
I think. I'm looking, but anyway, yeah, I don't even remember because we got beat 16-4 in our last game. So I drank last week out of my brain real fast.
Yeah,
so,
you guys literally got held down and poured bleach down your throat. You looked like Walshy trying to actually, you know, play forward out there. You just had a lineup of Walshies on the ice. That's how it looked for me. Gotta take a dig at Walshy every time on the pod. There's no way I can't.
They weren't even forcibly poured the bleach. I was asking for more and put me out. I'm done with this.
Walshy actually listened to our podcast and he sends me in DMs. He's like, "What the fuck did I do?" That was mentioned so many times. I was like, you were talking.
You have clout, bro. You have clout. It's okay.
You're a big staff member. All right, so I guess we'll welcome our first guest. Get things on the road. We were gonna add in the beautiful, wonderful staff member everybody loves. See when he logs in here.
Godhead. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
Throw that. Why are you guys? I don't like the faces are like. I don't know how to change the.
If you hit view in your top right corner, you can go gallery.
Oh, look at that! Now I can see more of my fucking mug. Nice.
So I don't know. This kid's taking 12 minutes to log in here, but we got the wonderful D-Vets. If you can ever learn how. There we go.
There he is.
That
What's up,
cute
buddy?
mug.
How's it going?
That cute mug. Like a fucking Lego.
Wait. Talk again? I don't know if we can hear you.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Vets?
I was sorry. All right, we can hear you.
How's it going, D-Vets?
It literally took me like 10 minutes on Soup's podcast to figure it out. So
Hey, it's not easy. I have to do this every day for work. So
what's up?
how's it going, Vets? How's life? How's life in Tampa Bay?
You know, we just got a back to a plus. At least I'm plus and not minus now after tonight. So
there we go.
That's a big game,
kid. Out of beat. I won't ever get there. I gave up 16 goals, so I'm rooting for you, Chief.
What? Why didn't you guys just take that mercy rule instead of keep getting?
Okay, I don't want to keep talking about it because I know it's old, but in my stream, Tibby was in there and he was like, "Just take the forfeit. What are you doing?" And I thought he was joking. I was like, "There's no forfeit. Like, what are you talking about? We just got to sit here and take this." Yeah, I had no idea there was a forfeit rule. No clue.
Yeah, this is coming from the guy. This everybody knows. Kuzi is probably the only one in the league that has absolutely zero idea what any fucking rule is ever. Kid has no idea what stat pictures to take. Doesn't know if he can call mercy rule.
It's funny.
All right, I'm not. All right, I know how to do stats.
Yes, Kuzi for pictures. He's like, we need pictures.
Box score is such a stupid stat. At the end of the season, are we gonna sit down and go, "Wow, the Chicago Blackhawks were the best second team period"? Second team period. Fuck me. Never mind. All right, just someone else talk. I'm sorry. Box score is very arbitrary. Okay, it's not worth it. Anyway,
See why you lost 16-4.
Oh boy.
All right, well, this will be my last week on this damn podcast. You can find someone else next.
I'm gonna have to find a new co-host every goddamn week.
Fucking rotating
I'm
door
running out of co-hosts like it's fucking water.
I don't have to be nice on this podcast. So
No.
See,
God, no.
that's for people that don't know why I made this pod was. You know, we have D-Vets and Soups, you know, How to Be Gentlemen podcast. And
right, an actual talking about the league.
Yeah, as much as I love to only listen to that, to hear the 12 seconds that I actually get mentioned, in the hopes that D-Vets actually says something nice about me, even though I constantly, whenever he joins a Discord that I'm in, change his name to Gay-Vets. Love D-Vets, or TC-Vets, whatever name you want to go for.
Rebel likes cone vets. You know, it all fits.
Yeah, cone vets, also good ones. We wanted to make a Degenerates podcast where we could just shit talk people in the league, because I am one of the most shit talked people in the league, because I can't post anything in main chat without AG coming in flying and shit talking me.
Oh, here we go. Here he comes. World's smallest violin. Everyone feel bad for Trap. Okay.
Oh no, I love it. It's all right, because I can take the hits. We don't need fucking Kuzi gets one shot at him and he starts playing T Swift in his black lights.
Hey, don't hate on T-Swizzle, okay? Don't you dare.
All right.
Why you gotta be so mean?
So, Vets, we wanted to get you on. We wanted that staff perspective, on this shit talking play. Let you unwind, because I've played the 3 a.m. drop-in threes games with you and heard the real honest truth of TC Vets. So we wanted to, just hear what you had to say. So we did have a few questions for you. So the first one, I think that was on the top of me and Kuzi's mind to lead off with you.
Oh, boy.
What the fuck happened with Vancouver?
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, I don't know if 3 a.m. Drop-in chats are even allowed here, but
They are dangerous.
Get fast.
But
well, don't worry, Vets. Also, I have the tequila for the idiot comments. So
okay. Well,
we're gonna see how much those go.
So
I didn't grab a puke bucket though, so let's maybe keep it to an over under 5.
So I'll try to keep somewhat detailed but brief at the same time.
Yep.
So last week, Vancouver played Dempsey over 2 games, which every late sign up could only play 2 games unless they were signed up from the main draft and they just didn't have the availability of 5 out of 10 or higher. So it was differentiated before it started, and we always ask people, ask us if you have questions and whatnot. So long story short, Dempsey could only play 2 last week. On the 10:30 slot, he played his second game, and then on the 11:30 slot, he played his third game, and that was
excellent
against Calgary.
managing.
So it was an automatic forfeit loss. But
now before you summarize that, I'm assuming that Bergie and Maltese handled this with complete class and just an utter example of sportsmanship.
I don't know what your definition of class is, but I got some not so nice responses immediately.
That manager's chat was electric.
That was a good night for all of you non-play owners. It was fun.
So Bergie basically, he wrote me this whole paragraph pretty much telling me how shit I am about everything. So I told Falcon first, right? The first person I told was Falcon. He's the owner of the team. I was like, hey, look, you played Dempsey a third game. It's going to be a forfeit loss for you guys, but you don't even get suspended. By the rules, you just take a forfeit loss. You can't do it again.
Generous, because they knew they were breaking the rules. Just generous.
Right. So
Kimmy played 3 games.
That's literally right in the rules. That's how it's written. So I was like, just don't. And he also tried to call him up. I'm like, well, you can't call him up until next week, which they already did, after last week. But so Falcon sent me just STFU and then blocked me.
Yes.
Solid, simple yet elegant response. I love it.
Yes.
Good call, Maltese. Love it.
So whatever. And at that point, I didn't know that he was about to, blow up everything. And then I told Aces, and he was like, okay, cool, and then we tried to figure out like what the best thing to do about stats was, and are they going to put their stats in? I don't even actually know what happened, whatever. But and then Bergie sent me this long paragraph, and he's like, you need to tell the management and blah blah blah, and then you're the shittiest staff ever, and you need to be better, and I'm like, dude, you guys just lost 1 game, like, and you're not even suspended, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
You fucking idiot. Like,
Shot.
Shit. We didn't have the tequila opened yet.
But he blocked me before I was even able to respond. So I got.
Oh, that's soft. If you're gonna shit someone's DMs, you have to take the brunt of the response. Unreal.
I don't know if they blocked me, but they might have left the server. I don't know because we.
Okay. But either way.
Oh, dude, I had a guy quit on me this week after I traded him, and he was not happy in the DMs.
No, he was not. I
He
saw
was
him.
not. Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Did he send you them, or did Moss send you them? Who sent you them?
I forget who sent me. I think his owner sent me them because we had to process his ban and we need proof.
Oh, Aces. Yeah, he was not happy with me. Apparently, I lack testicles, which I thought was already well-known.
The sky's also blue, Trap. I mean,
yeah, I thought this was already well known that there was the lack of fucking balls between my legs.
Right.
But
all I can say is on DTG is, he's like, oh, I want to play on my friend's team and blah blah blah. There's no point to even play if I'm not on my friend's team.
Oh,
bro, your friend okayed the trade. Like,
yep. Everyone, not to say that I don't. I do a lot of the shit for Arizona, but I don't do shit without permission from Moss or running it by Smitty. I'm not a dick. I do a lot to run the team and pick up players and do a lot of shit, but that's because I have the okay to do so. So for anybody that thinks I'm just manipulating,
by league rules, the owner has to accept the trade. They can't be the GM. So
I just don't have balls. I don't have testicles.
Yeah,
I lack those. So, all right. Well, moving on. My next question for you. Oh, God damn it.
I asked if I should get alcohol or liquor too, and he said no. I'm so glad I didn't because I'd be.
Oh my God! All right, thank God it's coconut flavored tequila. If I was drinking the straight shit, I'd be shitting my pants. All right, here's my next question for you here, Vets. Can I possibly, if at all, get the names of the trade council?
Oh boy, here we go.
Because I believe that they all should be shot in a. If you're on the trade council and you're watching this, I believe that you should be executed by firing squad. And that leads us into our, that's a two-part question because
that was a question. What was the question?
Can I get the names of the trade?
Oh yeah.
I'll actually say the second part. So I think a lot of people are confused as to how the trade committee works, who's on the trade committee. I mean, even if you can't name names, just give us a little bit of a rundown of like how is the process for picking the people that are on it.
Is it like 100% or is there like a 60-30 or?
Because the running rumor is that it's just you and your wife running the trade committee.
Hey, babe, does this look good? Sure. Okay.
You know what? Yeah. No.
She's just like, oh, I like that name.
Yeah, she just goes based on how their gamer tag is, if she likes them or not.
Oh, I'd be fucked.
That's how my mom picks horses. So.
But okay, so I cannot release the names of the trade council. That's in the rules. Especially now after everyone wants to like literally go to their house and burn it. So
hey, I said shooting squad.
Colorado doesn't. Colorado wants to throw a party.
Colorado's like, oh, where can I send my fucking gift basket?
I can say that it's made up of both. So there's 5 people. It's made up of both staff and players. It's not management. It can't be any management.
Makes sense. Okay.
And there's more players than staff. So this is voted by just regular people in the league. We tried to pick people that have been around for obviously multiple seasons and kind of know who's who. And so it's a player vote basically. They override the staff by a pretty large margin on the council. So and if anybody on the council is involved, if their team is involved in the trade, they can't vote. So if no one on the council is involved in the trade on that team, it's a 5-person vote. If it's say I'm on the council, right, and it's like a Tampa Bay trade, I can't vote. So it goes down to a 3-person vote, and it's just majority rules.
Okay.
Okay, so can we get everybody that's on Colorado on that trade committee so that we can just say go fuck them? Also, for everyone wondering, because Earth put an over-under on how many times we're going to say Colorado, I'm pretty sure it's 5 now, actually.
So
we're hitting that over fast.
Were we gonna? I'm assuming you guys were gonna talk about that trade at some point. I don't know. If you want.
Yes, we wanted your insight because it helps on a staff opinion on how the trade went.
So yeah, I mean, to be more politically correct about it, it's you have to look at everything involved. And Colorado went 0-10. I mean, I'm just trying to justify it, but Colorado went 0-10 the first week. We kind of figured hey, they have to go 20-10 the next 2 weeks just to get to 500. And as of last week, who's their first line? You got Earth, AT, Pot.
It's Earth, AT, Pot.
Now Tabernac in the
yeah, now they have Tabernac. They grabbed Silk Show off of waivers.
But like last week they went 4-4. That they didn't. It's not like they're running through the league. They lost tonight to Seattle. Like everyone needs to pump the fucking brakes.
That's
They lost to They lost to Seattle.
Yeah, they lost to Seattle.
I was in a party with Pothead, and he's like, "We're gonna lose to Seattle? Never. Not gonna happen."
Yeah, so Tibby and Hufu can't play every game, and even if they do, one of them has to play right D, and I know they're not used to playing.
They're both idiots with the yellow arrow above their head. Let me tell you, they both get lost.
and I don't care what anybody says. You got Earth, Pot, and AT as your first line. That's not up to par with the top team's first lines.
And I mean, a lot of people freaked out definitely about the trade, and I'll say I wasn't mad, and I was in a party with Pot and Earth like right after I found out, and I pretty much said like, I don't blame you guys. Like, it's not your fault that they handed you a fucking trade.
No, God no.
And also for people that don't know, we have Ottawa's owner coming up right after this, so this is going to be a continuous topic.
We're gonna poor kid.
Yeah. Rest in peace to him.
Man, he's been a good kid.
No,
the problem is.
Sorry, go ahead.
The problem for him is he's inexperienced, and that's a problem for a lot of new owners in this league. And I think it's the biggest issue with allowing. I get the idea of wanting to, there's not a lot of owner apps, and a lot of the guys who are in the league, especially the biggies, just want one of their buddies to own and then pick them all up. That's just how it goes. Nobody wants to own. I mean, and that's the thing. You see like 5 good owners, and you see like 5 shit owners, right? Like you got.
Which one are you, Trap?
I'm a good owner, all right?
Oh, are you?
I've waited. I bide my time, and I'm I think tied for first now at pick because they beat
AG
us
books a plane out of fucking Arizona every week. How good?
Every time in the main chat, I have to battle rumors of this kid trying to lead my team.
I'm giving you a hard time.
The good thing about AG is what he does in main chat is not the same. AG, I did rag on him last pod. He gave me an earful for mouthing off to him. I'm not shaving the mustache or any of the facial hair, AG, so you can suck my dick.
He hated
he hates everyone's fucking face, but he won't come on the podcast.
I think he gets jealous. That's got to be what it is.
AG is actually a 10-year-old with a fucking voice modifier.
No, his voice could pass for 10. Oh, God, I'm dead.
No, I'm going to get fried for this.
He's going to kill me. All right, anyway. Jeez.
But, So yeah, like the trade was obviously very unbalanced player-wise, but
that's a way to put it.
Looking past that,
like me trading AG for Walshy.
At least Newfie, he knows who he wants, whether that's good or not.
I guess
that's what I was. He like as soon as the trade went through, he goes in the manager's chat and he goes, I didn't want Tibby anyway. I want my guy. I know who I want. And
dude, I was trying to protect him so hard, and I'm like, you're digging yourself. Like, shut the fuck up.
I understand wanting guys that you've played with before and wanting chemistry, but when every other manager in the league is telling you Tibby's damn near the best defenseman in the league, we can all be honest about that. Tibby's gross. Yep. And you're going, not only did you trade him for a lopsided trade, but that's besides the point. You're gonna have the balls to go, I don't want him. I don't want him on my team. Get him out of here.
Not only that, you allow him to be paired up with every guy he knows. Tibby knows Earth. Tibby knows Pot. Tibby knows Hufu. Tibby knows AT.
That's the other thing is they all just got together.
Now, not only a top defenseman, but a guy that they have chem with and they know they can play with.
Right. But, I mean, like Vets, you said, like they're not winning games. They were already 0-10. So I get the rationalization of letting the trade go through, but just when we first saw it, everybody lost their damn mind. It just looked bad, but it makes sense now that you play.
Complaining, but it's like, dude, just worry about your own team. God damn.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I said to multiple guys was like, like and Earth and Pot and AT were all very knowledgeable about it. They're like, hey, we don't have a second line, and even though they got Tabernac now and they picked up Silk Show, they don't have a great second line defense. They don't have a great second goalie. Even Liar. I love you, Liar, but we did. He's definitely. I wouldn't put him in my top. I put him maybe near my top 10.
So
he's on his game.
Colorado's competitive now, and it's like, do you not want a competitive team?
Right.
Do you want to just go out on the ice and win 15-0? You know,
Right.
it's like,
Hey, easy.
Kind
easy.
of.
That just happened to me.
Kind of.
Easy.
I
That
mean,
just happened to me.
16-4.
If I want another Norris, I can't rely just on fan voting, all right? I'm well liked around the league, and I did this podcast to hopefully garner some fucking votes for my next Norris.
Oh, God. Look, it's all false violin. Good Lord.
But no, like, it is true. Like, but that's the other thing is now you see, like, Colorado rise, but now you see Ottawa just take their place as the worst team. So it's hard. It's impossible to really balance out the
Still
league.
playing, man. At least they're not.
Hey, yeah,
Right,
I give them
that's all that
credit.
matters.
They're playing more than fucking Montreal is. Montreal.
Right. At least they're showing up.
Montreal's done. Those fucking idiot pussies quit. You know. So.
Drink, motherfucker. Oh, God.
This motherfucker plot trades.
I just saw the bans were just announced for him and Bogey.
He trades
to management,
all of his friends, and then immediately dips. You know, it's like.
So real quick on that topic, Bogey and Killa Beats. Whose idea was it to let them in as staff? Because that obviously backfired hardcore.
All I'm gonna say is it wasn't.
My boy Moss is fighting for a spot.
It was not my idea.
Save face, Vets. Save face. You gotta save face.
I will say, and you know, Vets, you do get some shit around the league. I was one personally that was happy that you got promoted through staff. Just because, like, I know you get some shit and you get some flack as staff, but I know you, like, from our conversations, you do truly want to see the league do well, and you are unbiased and balanced, and not everyone will agree with that fucking
talking
take.
to us two idiots at 1 a.m. I mean, you're committed.
Yeah, I mean, you do shit to help the league. You do answer every DM, even though you are a VP. Mm-hmm. So I do want to say I appreciate you for that, Gay Vets.
Definitely. Oh, God. You're so close.
Strike!
Yeah, I mean, you know, I understand, you know, some people get frustrated and stuff about what's happening, but, like, these guys on staff, I mean, now that all the idiots are gone, but take a drink.
Take a drink.
I'm going to be fucking cooked. I have my Xbox running like I was going to get back on. There ain't no way I'm going to be able to walk the 20 feet out of the room.
Out of the room.
Like nobody on staff is getting paid for this, right?
Get water.
And I personally, probably not last weekend, but the weekend before when there was like 30 trades, like I literally put in like 20 hours that weekend just getting everything done. And it's like, you know, these people are doing it for free. You know, we're trying to keep the league running. And if anything, Kidney and Rebel are putting money towards awards and shit. Like,
right.
Not last season when I won it. It was promised last season, and then they rescinded the offer once I fucking won the award.
Yeah, I should have beat your ass. I mean, come on, my stats were way better.
Well, Barrett has something to say about that.
At least I made it farther in the playoffs. Fucking nerd.
Oh, boy.
I can't help.
Second round bets. Was it first round bets this year or last year? Christ.
Huh?
Now you're stuck with Gay Tribe?
Yeah.
Hey, don't hate on Tribe. Don't hate on Tribe.
I love Tribe. Tribe, if you're watching this, I love you.
Hey,
One of my favorite D partners all time, even though I have to cover for him every time, but no big deal.
We were 3-7 the first week, and now we're 11-9. So we're
you guys are one of the biggest turnarounds, and I expected that though. Like you guys had a solid team. You had a really good fucking D-core. You had a really good D-core. I was questionable at the forwards, but yeah, you guys turned it around. Real quick, we did have like 2-3 more questions just to kind of wrap this up. This one's a quick one. This was my own personal action. Can I get Me6 executed so I no longer get yelled at for caps locking every time I go in the fucking main chat? Because it's really getting frustrating to type more than 3 letters, and Me6 is like, you can't say that that loud.
You look like the SpongeBob meme trying to type an angry text.
I get
3
so
capitals,
fucking. You have no idea when I'm fucking heated and those messages get deleted instantaneously, and I have to go back and put like 15 exclamation marks to get the same emphasis.
Like when we were doing the draft order and shit earlier before the season started, I did all the emojis, made it look nice and pretty so everyone knew it, and then the bot was like, you can't do that. I'm like, dude, I'm the fucking VP. Like, fuck off.
I'm the reason you exist.
Dude, I lose my shit every time. And I think like I sent like a screenshot to somebody. From Me6, I literally have like 76 messages of just straight, you can't say that loud. And it drives me nuts. So can we have, who runs that shit?
What? Sorry?
Like, who runs the Me6? Like, who introduced the caps lock ban?
I actually don't know because I don't have admin status on the Discord.
Oh my God.
Well, someone needs to figure it out.
All right. Well, that was just a quick thought that I just needed to get my frustration out.
The bot can suck it.
So the other two, we have two questions left for you. Late sign-up procedure. I know it's been it started with Colorado. Obviously those fucking assholes lucked into now not only Tibby. Well, they got Tibby through a trade from a team that got late sign-up. They got Hufu, which was expected, and then now they just got Tabernac again. And now we just saw who was it? Toronto just traded for Ottawa's late sign-up pick, which is now obviously going to be another top 3 pick. Is late signups going to stay the same? I know it's going to stay the same for the rest of the season, but is there going to be a switch next year? I've personally, God, the tequila's already hitting. I've personally advocated for bidding, especially like if you look at the case of like Winnipeg. They had Burt quit, and that's a $5 million salary, and they don't get. Now they're just kind of fucked off because they finish top 3 in the league with us in Pittsburgh. And now they don't have any good options. They're kind of fucked over, and there's no way for them to really get a top player unless they trade or they tank. And just how is that going to work going on? Is that going to be something we can change or?
So late signups is obviously one of the continuing problems always, and pretty much every season, all the time. We came up with this late signup. It was actually implemented last season, but then it kind of, they just RA'd people after that, and that was the biggest fucking shit show I've ever seen. But so it's going to stay the same this season. I'm all up for ideas on what to do, but bidding's not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't know if you remember, like 3-4 seasons ago. Remember when it was I was owning Carolina, and then it was
Montreal. It was Montreal.
Yeah,
Montreal. They fucked us in the final. Atlanta Flames. These Flames were primed for a cup, and all of a sudden bidding comes around.
You guys beat us in that series. Yeah, it was you, and then it was Edmonton, I think, was the other team. But like, that's just going to make the parity way worse because you're going to get like exactly what.
That's one of my favorite quotes, and I say it all the time: "Is the D-Vets, where's the parity?"
No, but so you're gonna have your good owners, right? And what we did that season is we sloughed off all of our players that had high salaries and put them in TC to get cap to get the guys in the late drafts because they were better. Like you're like, dude, we took this guy in the second round. He's like a second line player, but you got this NHLer signing up. Like, fuck that $4 million salary. Like, let's go get this guy.
Right.
And we had teams that had way more cap than us that stunk, but they were idiots. Right. So they didn't do it. I don't know. Bidding is. I think bidding would be more fun if we did it at the beginning of the season, but.
I agree. That could be fun. I don't know. It's hard, and like I've tried to come up. I've talked to Walshy and a bunch of different staff members and owners, and try to come up with different ways. I mean, I've even thought about if you're gonna do late signups or bidding, maybe make the late signup list private, but then at the same time you're gonna have those kids that just DM their buddies and be like, hey, I'm signing up late, and they're gonna know who's available.
Right.
So I mean, with the draft at hypothetically, right? Like the worst teams are getting the best players. And it's kind of helping them stay alive. And, there's no real good way to do it because, like, you get RAs, right? Like, and I referenced, like, I think it was Pittsburgh several seasons ago. They were the best team, and then they got RA Dream Killer. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
It's no way is – I would actually prefer if there weren't late signups at all, ever. Like, fuck them.
Right. Well, I honestly like the ECU pool and then just have that. But then at the same time, you're going to have the kids in ECU that are not going to play for anybody with their buddies.
Well, I mean, it's so rough because
you can't win. You can't win.
The way this league is set up, so many fucking losers quit, and my friend's team, I can't play, and then they quit, or teams fold because they stink. It's like. if you don't get these late signups coming in, you're not going to have sustainability.
Right.
So it's a double-edged sword. You're not going to win either way. You're going to get teams that are winning, complaining, like Earth complained last season a lot, Pot complained last season a lot, justifiably, but I was literally right there with them. I was on Buffalo. We had the top team pretty much the whole season, and we didn't get shit. You know, it's kind of happening to Winnipeg now, although the one thing this season is we wanted to make sure is it was going to be consistent the entire season. You know, there wasn't going to be signups and then RAs and then this and then, you know, let's just pull shit out of our hat.
Right.
So that's kind of what I wanted to do as VP, is make it more consistent at least. But you're going to lose no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, I think the best offer I even saw was if you're doing late signups. I think it was Jobo that said it was, you know, once somebody signs up late, don't even give an option like the 1 week cutoff for like having to play TC. Make them have to stay on TC the season. Because then you're going to see a lot of those guys that sign up to end up knowing they're going to get called up roster. They're stuck there, and then they play 2 a week, and then 1 in playoffs. And that way you limit how much of an impact those stud players can play.
And that's probably like one of the best options we have. But again, that also plays into like these teams need people to play that have 4 people quit.
Yeah.
So if you're only having people that were in the main roster able to be active, you know, half the teams are only going to have 6 people by the
Which maybe you even like extend it and do late signups. Can play. They're stuck on TC, but they can play
3
minimum
or 4.
of 3. Yeah, a minimum of 3, and then 1 or 2 during playoffs, and then keep it like that. Just so that way, you know, they do get those teams that are on the bottom get a little bit more playing time out of those guys, but don't get that advantage of.
I mean, at the end of the day, it would
top
be
tier
nice
players
if
if
you
they
could have
tank.
if you could have a team that would, you know, if they lose 2 games in a night, they don't just fucking quit. That would be nice. So.
All right, moving on to our last thought here, because I think we're running on, 25 minutes. So we'll go on. Quick question. This one's pretty quick. Kuzi had this one. For next season, do we think is it going to be divisions again or a single conference? Because we've seen the switch back and forth, and I honestly really don't give a shit. As long as I'm owning, I'm going to be on the top of the division, or the conference. So I'm not really too worried about where I'm going to be. But
so what happened this season? Right?
I'm just living for Kuzi's eye rolls every time I say some shit.
So what happened this season, right, is we obviously didn't have a lot of owner apps, and we had to pool to get the last couple.
Oh, I know. You DM me 35 fucking times.
Yeah. So and the signups actually got too high for the amount of owners we had, and I was kind of suggesting like we should close signups. So you know, like we don't have the owners, but
interesting.
Again, you know, it's a hard thing to try to do right off the fly, and the conferences thing came about because we ended up going 14 teams, and we had to keep it under 5 weeks. But if you play everyone 4 times, that's 52 games, and you would go into the 6th week, and that would be AIDS to play 2 games in 1 week, you know, and then have it drag out another week, because by the end of week 4, everyone's done with this shit anyways.
Right.
So we just did the conferences because, you know,
Fuck
you
this
can
hat.
your
That
conference.
was a better play than slicking my shit back every 20 seconds.
Shut the hell up. Let him talk. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Idiot. But
Fuck.
So you play your conference 4 times, you play the other conference 3 times, and that's 45 games. It just worked out really simple.
Right.
As far as next season, that's just how it works this season. We're completely, you know, okay with making it. It depends how many owners we have, and I'm fully on board with being extremely strict as far as who gets ownership. I'm even okay. You know, I even brought the idea like let's do the owners first and then open signups so we know who we have.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because, you know, we're sick of having the last 3 or 4 owners of the league that we know are going to suck, you know, and they're just bringing up the rear. And, you know, you got to give guys a chance. We gave Moss a chance. We gave Soup a chance, and they worked out. But 9 times out of 10, they don't.
Right.
And there's a balance between it. But, like, as far as your question, the conference thing, it's just going to be however it works out for the season. There's really no like, oh, we have to do conferences or we have to do. If we only have 10 teams, We have 22.
I just wanted to ask because I don't know. I like the conferences. I didn't like the just the top 10 teams. I was just asking out of curiosity. I don't have a preference. It's just I didn't know if you ahead or you know what I mean, like or just
you're gonna get people like this conference is better than that.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of shit. But it's like, okay, well, win your games. Just play the fucking game.
Right.
Yeah,
that's play better. What do you want?
That's been my thought, and like Bronna put it up, and I thought it was a good question. I really don't mind. I think if you're a good team, you're gonna win. If you're a bad team, you're gonna lose.
Right. And
no matter what, it's gonna be the same amount of playoff teams getting in. So you just gotta finish where you can.
I think when we put the vote up before the season started, it was almost like a 50-50 vote. So people didn't care either way.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world thing. It was just I was curious. But also, can I get the Capitals next season, please?
Hey man, if you want to own, I'm for it. I just want to have
Let's
good.
Go.
I'm owning next season.
I'm taking these Caps, baby.
And I need Quebec immediately.
That was not the Gallies, man.
I'm telling you, dude.
For my boy Shemko on the pod. I know he's gonna watch because he fucking hassles me for it.
I can't own being the VP too. I'll fucking blow my brains out. That's too much.
Yeah, that's a lot. Don't worry, you'll probably fall to the 6th round again, Vets.
Hi.
Any final thoughts for you, Vets, before we have you sign off here?
No. I mean, I think we're having a pretty decent season, but I'm just sick of.
Oh, I've enjoyed it a lot.
Sick of the bottom teams always ruining it for everyone. It's.
Yeah.
But please try to be nice to Newfie. Like.
Oh God. We should have interviewed him first before we kept
drinking. Do you mean like Walshy nice or?
I don't know. Despite how much of an idiot he is, he's still got his team chugging along.
I mean, I'm gonna fry him, but I will. I am gonna try to give him his positive.
I promise. I'll keep.
That is the quality one because
at least a little bit.
Everybody knows I'm a fucking shithead. Sorry.
That's before you leave though. The not idiots in the league appreciate how much you guys do.
God,
so just don't forget that.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna have to take a pause because I need to get water because this is a lot of fucking Teodoro.
All right, can I just get the hell out of here now?
Yeah, see you later, Vets. Thank you for showing up, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
See you, buddy.
D-Vets, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Adios, D-Vets, K-Vets, TC-Vets, Cone-Vets.
How the fuck do I leave?
End in the bottom right corner. End in the bottom right corner.
What an exit for D-Vets, baby. Let's go. Love it.
Tap the boards for the boys. All right, well, that was D-Vets. We'll wait till he pops out. All right, we're going to take a quick pause, and we'll be resumed in a sec. All right, and we're back. As you can see, Kuzi's crushing chips. I have my hood up because I got tired of being a fucking loser and just slicking my shit back every 12 seconds. Oh, my God.
All right, we're not doing that anymore.
This fat fuck. This fat, gingerly fuck. This big, ginormous, losing
Okay. Before we get Newfie in here, we need to talk about something. This is a PSA to every NHL community member in this fucking game. Listen to me, okay? You hear me, motherfuckers? Ginger, that's our word, okay? No fucking hard R for you people, okay? It's ginger to you. That's our word, okay? I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm done. Right? All my brothers are going to be... Oh, God. All right.
I think you should take a lap. This is what I think. All right.
Anyway.
As you can tell, we're buzzing. I think I've killed 4 beers so far and so many shots of tequila. Also, I know somebody's going to comment and be like, Glizzy, you were babysitting. Do you know how many times D-Vet says fucking idiots in a normal conversation? I was preparing. God damn it. And I still killed half the goddamn bottle that I had left. All right. Well, I don't know. What should I take shots for Ottawa?
All right.
We gotta pick a word.
Every time he says he wasn't the guy I wanted.
Oh my God. We're gonna hear that 12 times. All right. So yes, we do have Ottawa's owner up here next. Fair warning, I already gave him a PSA. He is gonna get some shit. We all know he's gonna get some shit. But we're gonna take it easy on the guy. He's not a bad guy. And just so everybody knows, as far as it goes in the IOHL community and NHL in general, if you're just a cunt and you just fucking bag on kids 24/7, you're a cunt. And
You also become really good at the game if you do that.
Yes, you do, unfortunately. It didn't happen in my case because I've tried very hard.
At AG.
Yeah, I didn't say it this time. But
He's gonna murder me.
I got so much shit from the last podcast because I kept mentioning him.
He's gonna. Oh God, he's gonna blow my ass up. All right.
No, I bet he will. All right. All right, so we're going to get Ottawa's owner in here. He's never used Zoom before, so this might take a second. But good luck.
This is my first time using Zoom. I think I'm killing it.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Welcome to the Zoom call.
Make sure you
owner.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can't see your mug. Where's the mug?
Yeah, you got to connect that camera.
Okay, one sec. See if I
well, you don't have to, but it would be kind of awkward if we're talking to a name. You know what I mean?
One sec.
You knew what you were signing up for, my guy.
We'll give you a second.
If it works. I've never done this, so.
No, you're good, man.
Hey, it happens. It took me a while to figure out. It should be in your bottom left corner. Just say there's like the video.
Yeah, click on like the. Oh, that's NHL. What the fuck am I?
NHL's playing, I guess.
What the?
I don't know what's going on.
What am I?
I guess no camera.
All right, well,
I have no clue.
How did you even do that?
I don't even know how that's possible. All right, well.
What a start. Greatest interview on the fucking Degenerate Pod I've ever seen. Let's fucking go, buddy.
All right. Oh, that was unexpected.
Yeah, I don't know how that was possible.
You're good. All right. Well, like I said, it's not required for you to have your camera on, but happy to have you here, Newfie.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. You know, I appreciate you actually signing up for this. I know you had to know coming into this that you were gonna probably catch some flack on this.
Yeah.
But you know, I completely respect the fact that not only one, you came on this, but two, and even third, all the shit you've taken throughout the season. You know, I know, and you're gonna catch some flack here. I told you beforehand, but and you know, I know I've personally said some shit to you. I hope you don't take it seriously because you know it's all.
Yeah, look, in the end of the day,
it's
a fucking video game in Discord. This means absolutely everything to my life.
Like it's gonna happen, man, and I don't, you know, I don't think anybody in the league, what is that package shoe? Nobody in the league.
Yeah, don't take anything serious.
Or takes it anyway like that. You know, I before this interview, I just called D-Vets, the VP of the league, gay vets for fucking 10 minutes. So
TC vets, cone vets.
Yeah, if he can take that, I think you'll be all right.
6 round vets. What am I missing?
But we're happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
For nobody that is watching, this is, you know, since we can't have a camera, this is Newfie, owner of Ottawa. Pleasure to have him here.
Yeah,
he definitely has some topics associated with his name. So
I'm in the box right now.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I guess just share your camera and let us see some gameplay.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, just let us see some gameplay while we're watching. I'm gonna be zoned in actually.
Can we just commentate?
Are you in the middle of a game right now? Like, are you actually just playing? That's ballsy. I respect that.
So we're not important enough?
I've been waiting for like almost an hour.
That's true.
Here we go.
Yeah,
all right, Newfie on the box here. We got lefty. Yep, he's dropping back. Oh, he throws a poke check, misses. Oh, the other team cuts in. Oh, they're goalies.
I don't know any of these people.
Save. Absolutely.
There's probably 2 of them I see.
All right, actually, maybe cut the camera because I might not be able to focus on the actual interview. So, Newfie, I guess we'll lead off. I didn't really have I had talking points, but just give me your thoughts since you're a new owner, right? You haven't owned before.
No.
Remind me, is this your first season in IOHL or have you played before?
Sort of. I did the international one.
Okay, so you did the summer tournament. All right.
Yeah.
I knew you seemed familiar.
What team were you on? Did you win?
France.
Gay Vets team.
Oh boy, we're gonna get, dude. All of our viewers, man, we're gonna get demonetized. Stop saying gay.
It's happy. Look up the definition. It means happy. Happy vets.
All right.
So, give us your first thoughts on how ownership's been this year. You know, how's the experience been?
It's not bad. I had to make a GM change because just nothing was happening, nothing was working.
So, who was your previous GM and who's your new GM?
Jiffy Jeff and Uzi Snipe is the new one.
Wow, you took one fat old sack of shit and switched it out with a younger fat sack of shit.
May I jump in with a little funny story? May I?
Go
So,
ahead.
Jiffy Jeff, about 4 seasons ago in IOHL, or
Oh,
3?
yes, you didn't know this, Snoopy. Here's a fun
This
story.
is a great
for
story. So, I was in the draft, and a guy by the name of Sharky9, I think, was his name. Sharky something. Pat Head knows him. Pat Head watches this. Pat Head will
you. I
remember.
miss Sharky. He was a quality owner.
He was owning a team with 2 other people. I don't remember. He took Jeffrey, 2nd overall in the draft. 2nd overall.
Top
Not
2
second
pick,
round.
baby.
The second
2
person
pick.
taken in the draft was Jiffy Jeff 12.
Top pick.
And I was
Elite.
like, this kid must be gross. He must be the best goalie to ever play the game. I've never heard of him. I didn't know him. Obviously, I end up on this team. The guy plays a week and a half, and Sharky is messaging me, I'm going to quit. I hate this team. I hate Jeff. He's terrible. I don't know what to do because I almost choked on nothing. I hate him. He's the worst. He can't make a save. And all this shit. And I'm just like, it was my probably least favorite IOHL season was that season. And they didn't move him because they were like embarrassed. They were like, oh, we don't want to let the league know they were right. It's like, no, you fucked up. It's okay.
He didn't understand how to upload screenshots. He didn't understand how to save a puck. He didn't understand how to do a lot of things.
Save a puck. There we go.
Oh, God.
You're coming in with the shooter shots.
Anyway, it's not about me.
So, no, I was a little surprised to see Jiffy Jeff get a management position. And no disrespect to Jiffy Jeff. He's a quality guy. He's a nice
super nice dude.
He's a really
Super
nice
dude.
guy. Like, he's such a nice guy.
He's nice. It's not there.
Exactly. It's like seeing a guy that he's a quadruple amputee, and you're just like, great guy. But can he do construction? Probably not.
Oh, my God. Good Lord.
It's just there. I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey, what do you call a quadriplegic? That's
no.
Matt.
All right, B Matt.
He's not gonna watch this shitter.
All right, so I think the number one topic here, Noofy, and you've been hearing it for a while, and I'm sorry to hit you with it again. I'm really not, but I gotta say that for disclaimer purposes. How did that Tibby trade happen?
Well, I gotta remember first. Well, actually, we didn't really. I don't think even we wanted to take him. Someone took our pick, and then I was told that another team wasn't allowed to take him. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll take him." And then Colorado got him.
So I guess the question is, did you know Tibby? Have you
Not really.
know him? Sorry?
Not really.
Okay. Okay. So who was how do I ask this?
Panda
who
was supposed to be my
trying to
pick.
get in the draft?
Yeah, who was your target?
Yeah.
Panda.
Okay.
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 Hey, actually, very respectable. I'm actually
Right. That's the reason he went
you
first.
said that. I was a little worried it was going to come off, and you were going to send some fucking guy that had 0 CHL stats. No, I'm glad.
Panda's
for
a
that.
good player. That makes sense.
So that leads me into my, a quick point was, how did you prepare for your draft this year? Obviously you're a new owner. I don't know. Do you have a lot of LG experience?
I searched names on LG, and then I actually had to play in Caps Gaming, so I literally had to leave all the drafting up to Jiffy, and you can see how that went.
That actually gives you so much more leeway in terms of everything that happened this year.
Yeah.
So
no one knows about that.
Yeah, that actually and that's why we wanted to have you on there, because I think you got a lot of bad.
I would have been
My
preaching that
second
from the
game,
jump. I wasn't
We
there.
won the first game in Cabs, and then we had to go to our second one, and Jiffy's like, "Who do I pick?" And I was like, "Man, I do not know. I can't see the board. I can't see anything. I'm in a game. Like, figure it out." And he didn't figure it out.
He did not, and that was the biggest reason I think we wanted to have you on here. Was I also just realized I never reset the timer. I think we're at probably 10 minutes, but it's fine. I think a lot of people thought, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's inexperienced, and I don't think anybody really personally blamed you as oh, you're an idiot. Like even my thought, and people around the league, obviously there's some toxic kids that say that shit. Me personally, I thought this guy's new. He doesn't know what a lot of the guys in this league, even some of the guys that aren't in LG that are career IOHLers, you wouldn't know.
No.
And you don't know the guys that you can't. I mean, my CHL stats are remarkably talented. Look me up on CHL and LG. You're going to see that I'm really good with my negative 150.
Tell us about the NHL team. You were the best player on, but you got sued.
Anyway. I wasn't the best person on that team by far. I got called up because our AHL team was complete dog shit. Sorry, AT, but we're terrible. Everybody in the team hit a minus 60. Thank God I got called up. Might be in the NHL next season though. Yeah. Shout out Phantom real quick because he said I was the worst player in the NHL. Might be going back. Key emphasis on might.
Management team in CHL history last season.
Hey, I've been there. 100 times. It's terrible.
Took a ban because it was so bad.
What Caps gaming team were you on?
Recovery.
Where'd you guys finish?
Top 90. That's all I know.
Okay, I'm scared. That's where I was last year in the Columbus tournament.
Dude, those tournaments are tough, man. I mean, you think you have a solid team because you play a bunch with the same guys, and you get in there, and then you get fucking just absolute nerds that play the game for a living.
We actually had a player lose his shit and quit, and that's what screwed us.
That's tough.
No, it's never worth it.
But so Newfie, how do you? And we've given you shit for a lot of guys in the league have given you shit for how your team's performed and your draft and late signups. But I think the biggest thing that me and Kuzi and even Divas before this said was you've managed to keep that team together through all the fucking.
Had three people quit.
You pretty much took this team, right? You took this team.
Oh shit!
This Ottawa team, and you pretty much somebody just you reached out your hands, Newfie, like this, and somebody took a shit in your hands, Jeff.
And then you
took a shit in your hands,
I'm gonna work
and
with
you said, "I'm gonna do my best to work with it."
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to not go 0-10. I 100% thought off your roster, and you didn't have bad picks. I think
Brown goalie when I beat Vancouver.
Yes, you did because fuck Maltese, that dirty cunt fuck.
I hate him. Get out of the CHL, nerd. Anyway.
Yeah, he wants to be on the podcast. Suck my dick, Maltese. You be on this one. I'll give you 5 minutes of interview time, you fat fuck.
I'm scared to come out of the CHL.
Anyway. Quit.
I'm actually I was management in the old VHL before it was LG.
Ooh.
So I sort of knew some of the players, but I wasn't there to draft. So.
Okay. No, so that actually does open a lot because Brown Man can first round and then taking – Schlarkey's second round was a great pick. Surprised it wasn't the reverse. If you took Schlarkey first and then Brown Man Can second, would have made a little bit more sense. Because I mean, everyone shit on the Brown Man Can pick. I had him on my top 10 board at center. He's not a bad player.
No, he's not.
And I think you guys missed on some of more your late round picks is where you really started to fizzle out.
Which are tough ones because you got to know people and
exactly.
Those are tough.
And to hear you say, I did my research, I looked up people on LG, that's the biggest thing a lot of new owners make the mistake on, is go to LG. It's the biggest fucking league gaming I just said they're saying, but it's the biggest gaming site for NHL and multiple other leagues you can find, so it's the easiest way to look up guys.
Right.
And that's what I did, and I know it's what a lot of guys do.
I even went further, went to other leagues, and found other players that I've seen in this draft.
Yeah. So as of right now, we said you've kept the team together. How hard has it been to manage that team? Has it been have guys bought in and they're trying to battle, or is it a constant day in day out trying to keep guys from quitting?
No, they all want to play. I only have one bitch, and because he's on TC and there's nothing I can do about it, and we all know who that is.
Yeah, we all know the TC heroes that think that they'll make a difference.
And we know that one that's on mine.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone can take a look at the draft board and figure it out.
Once.
Yeah. So how do you think? So what's your plan for the rest of the season? Are you going to try to salvage this? Or are you just trying to keep face? Or what's your game plan here for going forward?
We're just rebuilding and riding it out and see how far we go.
All right. Do you plan to own next season? Or are you just going to go back in as a player? Okay. So to give you a little bit more detailed response here, what's your plan for next season? Give us a brief look here. I know you're focused on your NHL game, but what's your plan for next season?
They're waiting on me. 1 sec.
This guy's playing a fucking glove game while he's on our podcast. What the fuck, man?
You guys battle. You guys are the best multitasker in the league here.
I'm so close to diamonds. I just want it.
Well, here, let me ask you like a fun hypothetical question. Of all the people you've ever played with, if you could have like in the league, whatever, 2 people that would be your management next season, who would you pick if you had to pick 2 people? Anybody, not Jiffy Jeff.
Probably keep who I have going right now. I'd probably keep Uzi if I can.
Okay.
And probably see if Speedy will do it.
Okay.
That's not bad,
They're not bad IOHL guys.
I know Speedy, and I played with Speedy for a long time. I know Uzi for a long time. Personally, wouldn't ever want them on my teams, but at the same time, as a management group, I would say that's a much better roundup because what they may lack as players, they do know in management experience, and I will testify to that for Speedy and Uzi. They know a lot of guys, they know who's good, they know who's not. So I do like those picks.
He's walked in and pretty much has changed everything. So
yeah, I mean, you guys have made some decent plays, and I mean, looking at it, you guys have made some decent trades, and you guys have made some rough ones, and obviously that Tivy one obviously stands out.
Look, I respect you trying to go get the guy you want because you didn't know Tivy, so it's not your fault. You didn't know him, but I respect you going out and saying I played with this guy. I know he's good. I want him. So I know personally, I was in the manager's chat just ripping you apart. Personally, I was, but it's just all for memes.
Oh, I know.
So I respect you going no.
And that cricket one today, that was because he bought a trade token, and I had to get rid of him.
Not surprised. Cricket's a little
Cricket cup checked Tibby in the manager's chat, so that dude's dead to me. I couldn't imagine. I play
with Cricket a lot through AT, and I love Cricket as a he's a nice guy and he's a good person, but better defenseman and better forward there, Cricket. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah. He did have 7 points against Winnipeg though, so.
Hey, if you given up 16 goals, Ottawa, then you're doing okay. You're not as bad as.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. When I played you guys, and I think you were in that game. It was post Tibby trade, and we beat you 7-2, and we had a big lead to start, and you guys really adjusted well, and you clamped us down for the rest of the game, and you did score 2 goals, which were good plays on your guys' behalf. What's been your approach to making sure that guys stay involved? How have you done anything personally to make sure? Have you reached out to guys personally to make sure they stay involved, or what's been your management tactic to keep this team running?
I pretty much just try to get everyone in play. If I don't have room for you, you're just gonna have to wait.
Fair, very fair.
You know what?
I have people crying now.
Sorry, I was gonna say I want to see a Firebush Newfie drafted team now. I'm kind of looking forward to this.
I am excited.
God knows what he's talking about.
From what we've heard, he does. For everybody listening, Newfie has a plan, and Jiffy Jeff nuked him.
Yeah.
and fucked his plan.
And the other reason why I got rid of Jiffy is because he was reading more about his playing time than making sure the other players had playing time.
That's fair.
I was like, you're a manager. You can't feel like that. Come on now.
So I do want to ask: had you drafted the team, who would have been your top targets, or who are some guys?
Let's say you had first overall pick. Let's just say you had first overall pick.
Anybody?
I'm not even looking right now. So.
All right, that's kind of an on-the-spot question.
Yeah.
Just off the top of your head, who are some guys that maybe you were looking at specifically?
Yeah.
Kuzvechkinov.
Probably now I'd probably keep Tibby.
In retrospect, probably the right move.
Probably Panda again if I could get him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who else.
I mean, it is hard. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when I was drafting the team, I ended up lucking into a lot of great picks. AG falling to 8 for me was huge. Yeah, a lot of people hated that. And I didn't. Obviously that was another thing. So you didn't take your first round pick either, right?
I picked the first 2. That was it.
Okay, so those were probably the best.
2 good picks, 2 solid picks.
Yeah.
And everything else with the shits.
I love throwing someone else under the bus. I love it.
Why he drafted Slapshot Kid before Bush Light, I have no fucking clue. But that's even when Slapshot Kid doesn't play defense.
Newfie's my new favorite owner. Fuck the rest of the league.
Newfie's definitely earned some respect.
I'm high every day, and I'm not that stupid.
Newfie, I'm so glad you came on here and fucking set the record straight.
Newfie, I was ready to berate you all podcast.
I have a lot more respect for you now.
Such genuine apparel.
You know who my first GM was actually, but they didn't message me back? It was actually Heisman.
Oh,
he didn't answer you.
No, so I had to go with whoever answered me back.
Oh, don't worry. We'll fry him next podcast. That cheap piece of shit.
Heisman fucking reeled me into being.
I still have the screenshots and everything, or the fucking messages.
Never ask Heisman to do anything. I have fucking PTSD from playing in the CHL, and I AGM'd for who's now known as Clutchels, but was Heroic Frost, and
I didn't know
he did. It's Clutchels now. He was our defenseman last year for Minnesota. Nobody realized, but I AGM for them, and it was me and Frost, and I forget who the other management was, but he ended up listening to Heisman and our Yates over me and Tribe.
Can I tell a funny story about Yates?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't want to take time from you, Newfie, but
I don't care.
Yates, this man. So I used to live in Maryland. I live.
I know the story. It's coming.
And so Yates. If he watches it, whatever. Yates, I love you, buddy. But I get chirped all the time because I was in a party with him one time, and he found out I was from Maryland, and we're both Caps fans. And every single time I was in a party with him, bro, we got to go to a Caps game. We got to go to a game. We got to meet up. We got to hang out. Every single time. He's the nicest dude ever. But he said it so many times that every time, like, AT or anybody that knows him, like Hones and all them, every time I was in a party with them and he wasn't, they'd be like, oh, Yates, bend you over yet? He's trying to get some. Yates is trying to get in there. And I was like, dude, I didn't know. It was like the first time I was in a party with him. He's like, let's meet up. Let's go to a game. And I was like, seemed like a nice guy, but I don't know you. It's a little weird. It's like, I don't know. He super nice guy, but I think he wants me. And I mean, can you blame him? I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I can. All right, so Newfie, I don't think we have too many more questions unless you had Kuzi. You had any off the top of your head?
No, not really. Sorry.
I guess my only other thing, I don't know if I said it because the tequila is starting to hit a little bit harder. What's your plans going forward? Or
I don't think there's too many moves left. I have about 5 goalies, but other than that, there's not much left to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, it's hard. You guys are in the bottom. I respect you for keep battling and not forfeiting and constantly putting out a lineup. I mean,
you get 6 guys on the ice, man.
Nathan left work early today just to come play.
I mean, the fact that you guys have taken some blowouts, like week in and week out, and kept the team together, that's more than a lot of fucking owners can do.
Absolutely.
And listen to how you've talked about, that you didn't have a role in really drafting your team. Yeah, I mean, that's brutal. I mean, that's pretty tough. But yeah, I mean, thanks a lot for joining us, Newfie. This gave us a lot of guys some fucking respect for you. I hope as much as me and Kuzi gained some respect for you off this interview. So, thanks for tuning in, buddy.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go finish that club everybody. Good luck in the rest of that club game.
No worries. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was eye-opening.
That was definitely interesting. I think we might have got a little bit more conversation if he wasn't mid fucking glove game.
Hey, sorry boys, I gotta do this fucking podcast.
Oh boys, hold on. One timer. Yeah, I didn't want to draft that team.
Yeah, my whole team's shit. I didn't draft any of them. Boys, hit me in the slot. Hit me in the fucking slot. Feed the fucking rock.
Watch the cross crease. So a lot of respect there to Newfie. I mean, he's still gonna get some flack for everything that happened. That definitely went a little bit short. Yeah, definitely traded Tibby. So I think, we didn't. I was just going between us here. That Tibby trade was fucking bad, huh?
Dude, so the 2 nights ago or last night, me, Tibby, and a bunch of guys were trying to get 6, and SPD joined.
Oh,
I didn't realize he was the dude traded for Tibby, and he was playing goalie for us. I was sitting there chirping and was like, "Hey, SPD, solid player, man, but you're not fucking Tibby, for God's sake." I was giving him a hard time, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I get that he didn't know him, but it's still just.
And I mean, and I get his point of view of saying like, oh, I didn't draft the team, but like, I think the biggest thing that pissed me off about that trade was
the trade council.
That and not hearing other offers. Like you gotta listen out to other.
If you're gonna throw Tippy on the block, you're asking for the fucking.
That's the thing. If you're gonna do that, like reach out to just put him on the block and say, hey, I'm hearing offers on him.
But I mean, if he didn't realize who he was till after, I get it. But
that's also that double negative of saying, yeah, I researched through LG and stats and shit, but then and me and Sando did our insider trading of messaging Noof and Colorado pre Earthshaker and AT and pod ownership and saying, hey, these are the top 2 guys in the draft. Don't fuck this up.
Right.
And Newfie actually right off the bat kind of was like, no, I'm not. I don't know him. I'm not taking him. Who's a goalie? I'm not taking him. I was like, man, he's hiding. That's a key thing that's happened throughout IHL is guys hide. And I don't blame Hoofer for doing it. I mean, when you're a top guy like that, why do you want to play for a shit team? Like, I wouldn't want to do that. Like, it sucks. I've been there. I've played for shit teams. I've been drafted first round to shit teams.
I was on that Sharky team. It was not fun. But no, I mean, I went to my management before the beginning of week 2, and I was like, look, guys, I know tanking sucks. Our team's not great, so tanking might hurt us, but we have to consider it. And they didn't want to, which makes sense. Like, I understand. You don't want to go out there and lose games. That's no fucking fun. It's a banana league. Like, no one wants to go out there and just go, oh, we lost, so we can get another player. But, like, wow, you ever just, like, the train of thought just leaves the station in the middle of your sentence? Holy fuck.
Well, I mean, even looking at my team, like, I honestly, like, I'm not even going to say this as a biased perspective. Like, multiple people said it. Like, I probably had one of the top 2 drafts in the league. I'm not going to put myself at the top. Like, it's a little bit too much ego. But, I mean, I did get AG right in the 8th pick, which is a fucking steal where I got him. I got Kenbo, who's an 8.
I got picked before AG. I mean, that's all you have to say.
Yeah, that's a joke.
What the fuck is this world?
Anytime a Gingy goes before a fucking AG, it's just a negative impact.
Because I was going to have to freak out again if you said it. Our fucking...
No, like, I mean, I got him at 8. I got Kenbo, who I've already talked about my top guys. Kenbo was an AHL forward who, sorry, I'm fucking hiccuping, put up 77 points in the AHL. He fucking took off in first game, and I got Schlemko, I got Moose, I got all these really good fucking players. And like you said, to go in there, like, if I would have went into my chat and been like, hey guys, we're tanking for the first pick, you guys have to lose.
AG would have left the chat.
Exactly. He would have left the chat. Schlemko would have left the chat. All these guys.
It's tough to get everyone on board for that, but... And
I know even people went after Vancouver, and they're like, oh, you're tanking. And I talked to Vancouver's manager, Maltese and Bergen, and they're like, no, our guys are legitimately pissed. Like, they don't want to lose, and the management didn't want to lose.
Right.
Like, it's hard to say, like, and you look at where Colorado's at now, and they're like, pothead's over here swinging his big ball dick. Those big fucking goatees got going on, and Earthshaker with his fucking I suck. And AT's just AT. I can't speak anything bad about AT. I love AT. He's just such a nice guy. But
He's just AT.
It's just AT. But it's like you can't even in their situation, like they're 0-10, and they came out and they were a one-line team, and they went. I think I don't remember what they finished, but I know they lost to us in a really tight game, which was pretty much just Hufu and Tivi playing the blue line and dominating possession for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I even talked with them after the game, and they're like, yeah, it was just literally us possessing the puck. So they are a one-line team, and they did get Tabernac, and they did get Sugshaw, who's a good player, but, like, they are going to have to fucking battle. I mean, it's going to be brutal. And the chances of them making playoffs, I mean, obviously you have to hope that, like, the 1-2 spot in the U.S. division is going to be us and Pittsburgh. It's going to be a battle to the end of the season between us. I mean, they're 2-0 against us, and we lost them tonight in a much closer game. I mean, we finished 5-3. Yeah, it was 5-3, but it was really 4-3 because obviously with the last minute we just kind of full sent it in. They just got a breakaway and scored. So like, it was a battle. Way better game than our first game against them where we got smoked, but you know it's going to be a battle. And I don't even know the standings in the U.S. division. Obviously Tampa took off and they did really well. Nashville's trying to battle. They lost us tonight. I don't know how they did in their other game against. I don't know.
I checked the standings. These Hawks are in third in the U.S.
That's disgusting.
Oh, baby, it's Arizona, Pittsburgh.
We're number one still. Are we tied with Pittsburgh?
No, you have a point up on them.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I looked at games played. No, you're up 2 points. You're at 30. Okay. Pittsburgh's at 28. We're at 22. Okay,
well, with games tonight, I think they won both. We won one and lost one. So they should be tied with us now. They'll be tied with us. They'll be tied with us because they were 2 points behind. We won one and we lost one to them. So they should be right at the same point. So we'll be tied with them. But yeah, I mean, the top three teams in the league are obviously us, Pittsburgh, and Winnipeg. I mean, that's
Chicago. Yeah.
I mean,
hey, look, listen here. We made some moves. All right. Steele had to go. Sorry, buddy. I didn't want to be toxic, but you apparently you dove on the ice while we're playing a game, so you're gone. TC for you.
Christ and a half.
You know, we're making moves, all right? Chi-Town's on the up and up. We can't get worse. We gave up 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
We gave up 60 fucking goals, man. We can't go down. We can't get worse.
I guess to finish off the pod here, I think right now we're at 54 minutes. That's not including the 10 minutes we started with and the 10 minutes I didn't include. So we're probably about an hour 10. Maybe hour 20 the max.
We got, like 50 minutes left? Okay.
Oh, my God. I'm going to have so much fucking footage to review. Oh, my God. I haven't even done our weekly lines for the week. I had to do take my girlfriend out for Valentine's Day. It was 45 minutes of foreplay with 10 seconds of fucking actual activity.
Just some things you just don't want to hear. And that was definitely one of them.
It's tough out here. It's tough out here for the Blizzard. I guess to finish it off, our way too early playoff predictions. So who as of right now, if you were gonna say is gonna be your Stanley Cup Finals teams?
I mean, Chicago and Ottawa. I don't see. Here's the thing. Look. What's the problem? I don't understand.
How many fucking bath malts? Oh my God.
Bath malts? Are those like the malt balls? Like
if you've never been to any, dessert place or anywhere that sells ice cream, ask for bath malts. It's your new favorite flavor of ice cream.
Yo, this is completely random, but I just thought of it. I was talking to my buddy yesterday, lives in St. Louis. You know, there are places he was telling me he was supposed to go out with his dad to watch underground mouse races. And you bet on them. They race mice.
So fucking gas.
They race. Can you imagine breeding mice to race?
Ratatouille's got to be top 3 at least in the races. He's got to be. That guy's got so much skill and intelligence when it comes to cooking. He's got to be good in the speed.
People thought 2020 was bad. We have mouse racing now. Hey, hon, I'm going to bet on the ponies. What? I'm sorry, the mice. I'm going to bet on the mice.
Have fun.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, if I had to pick a cup final right now, Letinov is so good, man. I hate playing him, and he egoed me out of the drafts Discord. He told me I was shit to Tibby, so I quit. He's good, but I mean, it's going to be you two probably in the final. And it's probably going to be
Pittsburgh can't make finals because they'd have to battle us in the U.S. division.
Oh, you're right. No, I'm saying the American final.
Oh, conference.
Probably going to be you two, and Winnipeg's probably going to be in for the Canadian division. And I love Heisman. I love Calgary, and Vancouver can eat ass. I mean, if anyone but Toronto makes it, I'll be pleasantly surprised. But
I do in the end believe. I do believe, like you said, I think it is going to be us and Pittsburgh in the conference. If Colorado can make playoffs, I would.
Oh yeah, if they can get in. What am I
I'd peg
saying?
them for conference finals.
Yeah, if they make it in, because here's the thing, you just got to make it to Game 7, and then you get.
And that's the thing. That's
Earthshaker, Hufu, Tibernac. You're gonna beat that line. Any fucking top line in this league is gonna go beat 4 NHLers, damn near 5.
Well, and that's the thing, man. It's like I've told, and that's the thing. Like with my team is like my team's taken 3 regular time losses, and I get 55 fucking direct messages about how there's something we need to fix.
Right.
And I'm like, man, it doesn't matter until you make playoffs. Like our lineups and how we play, it doesn't matter until you get to playoffs and you play those Game 7 lines. And I can't play Game 7s anymore because I completely collapsed against Pizza Roma last season. So I'm ineligible. I can't do it. So hopefully my new pickup in Bobby Orr can muscle up and handle it.
I hope you guys match up with Earth and Pot in Game 7, and
dude, it would
rip you apart.
It would be so bad. If it came down to playing Colorado and it came to Game 7, I would have to play. And I would just have to either accept the L or brag about the W for the rest of my life.
So, all right, you get into a Game 7 with Colorado, putting you on the spot here. Who are you telling your team to take away, Tibby or Hufu?
Hufu.
Hufu? Okay.
Hufu.
Here's
what happened. We played Colorado already to start the season, and we played their second line. We played their second forward line, but we played Tibby and Hufu, and they dominated us in possession. They dominated possession, but we knew, and I told my team, I was like, hey, it's going to be them dominating the puck. They're going to control the perimeter because at the point, that's all perimeter. That's as a D-man, you're controlling the perimeter, and you're hoping you find something inside in the slot, or you can find a cross court so you can maybe make a move to get inside. Like that's my play. When I get the puck at the blue line, and by no means am I a top defenseman. Like I've gotten picked first, second round every season. I just said I'm not. Don't give me that.
Yeah, but in your head you're like, oh, someone's gonna defend me. Someone's gonna defend me.
I've gotten picked first, second round. I've been overvalued because defensemen in IOHL have been so very shitty for season after season. This was actually the best season for defensemen in the league. You had and a lot of guys hit it forward and got planned to move to because of the position lock, which is something I think we can discuss next week with the position lock and how that worked out because we didn't get to cover that week 1 or today, but. A lot of guys hit, and you see Destro, you see Semp. Those guys moved back to defense because they were AGM'd. I constantly was a first, second rounder with D-vets because there was not a lot of specifically left defensemen. So I was always a top tier guy that went, and I'm not the best. I'm not bad as much as Phantom wants to make me out to seem, but I'm not the best, and AG will tell you that every day of the week. Because AG specifically says we'll win any game as long as Glizzy's not in. So it's
that guy. AG is just there's something I don't know, man. He's just a character.
But my advice to every team, and obviously a lot of teams don't need to know this, but it doesn't matter regular season at all. I mean, it matters for playoff positioning and seeding and everything.
As
but
long as you're in, you're in. Just get in.
A lot of teams in this league, and it happened to me a few years ago when I played on Arizona before I was on this Arizona team. We were a great one-line team, and our one line was sick. It was me, Romanoff. It was Fear when he was in his prime. And we were sick. We fucking dominated. I had like a 40, 50-point season just playing with those guys because we were gross. We didn't have a second line. We came to the playoffs. We played the Ducks, who were shit on all year. And when it came down to winning a playoff series against them, our team fucking tanked and we lost.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't win playoff series if you don't have a two-line attack. And that's what a lot of people don't fucking realize because a lot of people are just inbreds and they fuck their cousins and they don't understand how it works. Example, Walshy, because he licks his wife's clit and he doesn't pay attention to how lines work.
Oh, wow. A lot of things happen in that sense. Why? All right.
Like, you can't, and you know it firsthand, Veronica, because like, you own teams. And me and you were actually, for everybody that doesn't know, me and Veronica actually were very close to being a management group on the Atlanta Flames.
And then Tibby came in at the 11th.
Well, all right. Before you listen to this dunce cap, he asked me to be his management because fucking Chislett and Haxby told him that he had too small of a vagina, and he asked me.
Here's the thing.
I don't want to do that.
I knew they had no idea who I was. So I literally messaged Chislett, and I was like, I would have messaged Haxby because I played with him now, but I messaged Chislett. I was like,
but we need Haxby and Chislett back in the league.
Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, Chislett, my name is Veronica Cooks. You don't know me. I'm shit at this game. But please come carry my team. I will do stats every night. I won't play if you ask me not to play. And you can make your own line and do whatever the fuck you want. Please win me a cup because my trophy case is so dusty. There's nothing in it. I have not won a goddamn trophy in anything. Please come carry me. And Chislett said, we'll see. And that's all I ever heard.
Yep. And he asked me, and then I said, I don't know. I'm not really trying to do management. And then he took Hufu and Tibbs. And in retrospect, had I taken GM, would have never even gotten this close.
Hey, we lost in the final, so it didn't even fucking matter. Thanks, Thanks, Tibbs. No fucking clutch.
Well, when you play fucking Slim and the Canadian trio of cunt fucks,
yeah.
Which is why as soon as I picked up AG, I was like, yeah, all right, well, hopefully his ass can put me in his backpack and carry me to a finals. Because at this point, I don't really care about my own stats, and I don't need another Norris. I won my one that I ever wanted. That's all I wanted. I don't care if it was a fan vote or not. All right, I fucking won it.
I wanted to win a Selkie this season. We gave up 16 goals for the rest of the season. Kuzvechkinov is playing right D. Right D, right here. I'm going to win the Norris. I'm going to win the Norris.
Well, dude, even on my own team, I'm not even in the fucking top points getters. I'm like, fuck, dude. Senior Wheat is putting up fucking 5 assists a game. I'm sitting over here like I'm beating my dick in a fucking garbage can. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I cost it against Pittsburgh. I gave up 2 fucking goals. I got forecheck below the net. I have one guy on the left behind the net, one guy on the right behind the net. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll just try to pass behind him.
Send help, please. Send help.
And I fucking passed it, and they tucked. And then we tied, and they still scored again. So it didn't matter.
Have you given up 2 goals in 8 seconds, though?
No, I haven't. Have I given up 2 goals in 20 seconds? I haven't done that either.
No way, dude.
No way. No way, dude. No fucking way, man. Shout out Slumco, because that motherfucker posts that video in our fucking team Discord at least once a day.
Yo, so I was playing Caps today. This is off topic. I was playing Caps, obviously, against Composure, and I had like a bunch of viewers in there because we pushed him to Game 5. Some dude I've never heard of. I've never played with him. I don't know him. Took a picture of my face cam because where are my headphones? My headset is broken, okay? They both work.
Oh, God.
But look, they both work. I can put them on, right? But this one got somehow detached. I definitely didn't slide it into my desk. I don't know what happened.
I actually heard that you threw your headset, so I don't think I believe that.
The dude took a picture of my face cam with my headset like this. Some dude I never know and tweeted it at me and said, bro, what's wrong with your headset? I was like, leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, I'm way too fucked up for this fucking shit.
That was the peak of my night tonight.
All right. I don't even know where we're at a minute 5, and that's not even including breaks. So we got to be at least a minute 30 or an hour. Minute 30.
A minute 30. This time flew. Wow. All right. Well, let's fucking minute 30. People were complaining it was too long.
We'll wrap this up. If anybody has any topics they'd like us to cover, please send them to us, to either me or Kuzvechkinov. Send us your topics. I mean, we definitely try to keep a track on what's going on in the league and any events and everything. And we're looking for guests. We do have guests lined up. If you're interested in being a guest speaker and you think you have something to say, feel free to DM us. If you have topics, DM us.
And don't censor yourself. That's not what this is for.
No, yeah.
Bring the toxicity.
I mean, don't come in here and start saying the most fucking if you
don't
come
say
in
the
here
word ginger, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, if you start dropping N-bombs and you start saying the Holocaust was a lie, I promise you that episode's not getting published because it's
demonetized. All 6 viewers demonetized.
Dude, I fucking, my girlfriend was here and I had I was showing her my YouTube channel for this thing and I was like, we have 6 subscribers. That was a whole new level for me. I've never done this. But yeah, if you got shit for us to talk about, even if you're just a player and you got some insight on some shit, hit me up. I got no problem putting shit on the podcast. I got no problem inviting people. We definitely want guests that are able to talk about shit in a,
have something to say. Don't just sit here and go, yeah.
We don't. Please, if you're gonna be Newfie and show up, obviously Newfie gave us some respect, but don't be playing a fucking club game. Don't be playing a fucking club game when you turn your camera on. I'm sitting watching you from the fucking penalty box, because oh my god, that actually was an all-time fucking moment.
All right, I'm gonna piss myself. Let's finish this.
I don't know if this was a better episode than last time. I hope everybody enjoyed it, but thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week.
Allowing me to take over for Bird G. I hope I was funnier. That's all I want to do.
Not really, but you're fat.